What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Miss Hip Hop. And today I want to do a brief review on Lil Wayne's 13th studio album, Funeral. And it just dropped yesterday on January 31st, Friday, and today is Saturday, February 1st. So I want to get straight into it. The album itself, you can tell it's going to be a good album because number one, there is 24 tracks on this album and it's just 24 tracks to be exact to commemorate Kobe Bryant's death, and I thought that was really cool because the reason why I know that it's 24 tracks exactly to pay homage to Kobe is because the studio album was supposed to drop at midnight, on the 31st, but Wayne didn't put it out until 3:00 a.m., which could possibly mean that he went back to add more tracks to the album itself just to pay homage to Kobe. And some of the tracks were already recorded from 5 years prior. So this is a really cool album for people like you and I to listen to. So, and let's get into the song Funeral though. Okay. Funeral starts off really slow. And it's the personification of the word funeral in this song is on point indeed. The reason being is because when the intro hits, Wayne is speaking, he's talking really slow and he's saying things like welcome to the funeral, closed casket as usual. And it's not until the first verse comes into play, then now he's singing in a sense, he's more so singing a little bit, and then I guess it's a minute and 36 seconds. I'm probably wrong or whatever, but that's when the melody, the flow, the beat drops in a sense, and because it's damn, welcome to the funeral, where we from, we ruin them, the preacher preach, we shooting them, now we need one for you and them, that's, it goes da na 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 na, throughout the entire song. So in a sense, it's kind of when you do go to a funeral and somebody's giving a eulogy, they're up there talking and speaking, that they're talking, and then they get emotional, when it's from talking to singing to crying, 2-year-olds. I'm just saying this from the song or whatever, quoting from what I heard in the song. So it kind of puts you in a place at a funeral. And also the perspective of this person coming to the funeral is the person that killed you. He referenced Paru, throw him up like Paru to the preacher. Paru is basically a term for the Bloods in California. So when you get murked, I hate that word, but when you get shot or killed by a gang member, they may show up at your funeral to watch your kids cry. He said all these things in the song. This is what I'm gathering from it. So to me, it feels like I am the person that took your life and coming to make a mockery, not a mockery of your funeral, but just coming to sit there or whatever. Another thing I want to say about the album Funeral is that this is not about death, so to speak. It's more of a rebirth. And the reason why I say it's more of a rebirth for Lil Wayne is because, check this out. Do you know, for the past couple of years, I've been hearing other people's point of views and other people's opinions, which everyone is entitled to, indeed, that Lil Wayne ain't the same. Lil Wayne, he fell off. Lil Wayne is garbage and trash. And I hate that people think that or whatever, just because the evolution of hip-hop, the evolution of music changes every single decade, that they think that this man can't keep up. He combated that negativity, because I'm sure he heard it too. It was like, what the hell or whatever, you know? And he went in there with his own mindset to come up with a 13th, and it's called Funeral, a 13th studio album to not redeem himself, but to show his flexibility as an artist. And speaking of which, let's just keep it real. You know, whether you like Wayne or not, Lil Wayne is a legend. He's been doing this since he was freaking 14 years old. My goodness, you know? And to have the elements of what a legend is, one of them is the flexibility of your creativity. Let's keep that real and foremost. Number two, in my eyes, to make you a legendary artist is when you fulfill your purpose, not only in music, but in your life in general. And when you help other people, you can help other people through your music. You can help other people through charity, things that you have given back to the community, you know, things of that nature. Like, not to sit here and judge his whole lifestyle, like, oh, he on drugs, or oh, he did this, oh, he did that, but you liked him at one point in time. And a lot of people say, well, a legendary artist to me is when they don't change their sound, they don't change their style. That's BS though. You know, because you got to move with the times and still be who you are. So this album, Funeral, that's why I say it's not necessarily about the death of Lil Wayne and like he trash, but more like the rebirth, a greater Tunchi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am me and this is how I am moving. He's mentioned previous times over the past decade about his retirement. You know, so you know, you don't want this to be his last album, but like he'll probably still, go on to do greater things even after this album. I assume, you know. So, you know, hold on to what we have now musically by this artist while we still can, because once they retire, they're not gonna come back like Jordan and say, oh, I'm gonna give it one more shot and then like miss the free throw. Like, no. So that's why I personally like this album. I recommend people to go out and listen to it, and not to make an assumption just because one song you don't like, one song keep released and it's like, oh, this is not good, I don't like it, and then you go off that. You know, people in this society are so gullible that they believe the first thing that they read about someone else's opinion of an artist, versus doing the research on their own, sitting and listening and grasping on to the message that's being said. This is like a diary, you know, a journal, a personal journal of your favorite artists. How cool is that, you know? So it's just like, come on, guys. Like, you know, you got to give credit when credit is due. You know, everything is not going to sound the same like you hear on the radio. You know, the creativity is just like vastly different amongst different artists. So I just want to come on here and say that I'm going to end this segment real quick, because I'm going to get more in depth into the album as far as following Wayne's message. That's what music is. They have messages in them, and it's up to you if the message goes over your head or in one ear and out the other. You know, I'm not listening to music for the sound anymore. I'm listening for the messages being revealed by the artists themselves. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning back in to another music review on Speak Your Mind Radio. I guess I will see you guys next week with some new artists, underground artists, or perhaps another music review. Just depends on what comes out and everything. So you guys have a great day, and thank you again for tuning in. And please don't forget to share with your friends and family. My listeners are the best ever. I appreciate you guys. All right, bless up. Peace out.